John from Brendefur, and now we're going to talk about multiplying fractions. So again, the focus today is just on modeling it, and then how do we talk about using the structural language to describe multiplication of fractions. So we're going to use an easy numbers, 1/2 times 3/4. I chose these numbers, so each fraction is a number again, composed of two digits, the top digit, the bottom digit, the numerator and the denominator, which is the count and the unit size. But now, instead of adding same size unit or subtracting same size units, we're going to talk about what does it mean to multiply and how do we describe what each of these digits actually means. So I'm going to use the bar model. Bar model and number line are two of our favorite models because they really can start early in kindergarten and be used all the way through algebra and upper level mathematics. So the first fraction is 1/2. So I'm going to model that with a bar model, 0 and 1. The 2, starting with the denominator, the 2 is going to tell me to partition. So one of our structural words, partition the 1 into 2 equal sections. That gives me 0 halves, 1/2, and 2 halves. And I have 1/2. Now I'm going to use a different color just to represent the 3/4 now. So instead of just representing 3/4 on the unit of 1 here, this is actually, because we're multiplying, is going to be in relation. So this 1/4 is describing what I'm going to do to each half. So now it's saying I'm going to take 1/4 of each of the halves that I have. So here's a half. I'm going to partition into 1, and then 2, 3. So I have 4 equal sections. So each half is now in fourths, but I have to continue doing that to my unit of 1 to be able to describe each section. So now I have this half is also in fourths. So here I said I had a count of 1/2. Now what this is going to say here is I'm going to count 3 of those amounts. So here I'm counting 3 of the 1/2. There's 1, 2, 3. What is that amount here? Bring it down here. Each of these units is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because again, the denominator is how many smaller units to get back to 1. So that each of these units here is a 1/8, 2/8. So at this moment here is 3/8. So the amount here, so if I have a half and I have 3/4 of that half, how much of that is related to 1 is 3/8. So each of these digits, again, means something very importantly. Here I have a half related to the 1. I have a count of 1. This digit 4, the denominator, tells me I have a fourth of the 2. So this 2 is the half. So each 4 of these gives me a total of 8 to get back to 1. And then here it's telling me to collect or to count 3 of the original 1. So that gives us an initial way of modeling and talking about multiplication of fractions. Later we'll do some more advanced ones. And eventually, once kids have the concept and they have the language to talk about multiplication of fractions, then we can move to more symbolic algorithms and much more difficult problems. But then you have that schema, that understanding of what it means to multiply fractions. Thank you.